You've already learned in this module how to open the desktop version of Microsoft Word, how to start a blank document, and how to save your document. Let's now take a quick walkthrough of the different capabilities of Word and some commonly used features. You will then use these features to begin drafting your legal resume. For this example, I will be using the executive summary of invisible cupcake policies. The first thing that you should note is that I am using Microsoft Word for Mac, specifically version 16.97.2. You may be using a PC or have a slightly older or newer version of Word than me. This walkthrough will focus on some of the basics of Word that are available on all versions and platforms, but please note your version may look a little different. The first thing that may look different is whether or not you see the Home tab ribbon here. If you don't, you can easily get to it by clicking on View and then clicking on Ribbon. This is how you bring it back. You may also want to click on Ruler so that you can easily see the margins of your document and where tab spaces and bullet points are set. The Home tab is where you will perform many of your editing functions. From here, you can set the type, font, and size. You can bold, italicize, or underline your text, plus more options. You can change the color of your text. You can center, right or left justify your text. And you can change the line spacing. You can also find many of these functions by right-clicking and choosing font or paragraph for more of those options. You see here you can change the font and the size, but also change words into small caps or all caps, etc. Breaking news! We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special announcement. We know that you can underline items from the Home tab using our underline button. But sometimes you want to add in a bar to separate sections for visual interest. For instance, if we look at our heading here and our education section, they all sort of run together. To insert a line, highlight the section that you want underlined, go to your Home tab, find the table section for borders, and click on Bottom Border. Now, your document looks consistent. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. When you highlight a word and right-click on it, you also have the option to make that word a hyperlink. Enter in the URL and click OK, and that word is now hyperlinked. If you have something that is hyperlinked that you don't want to be hyperlinked any longer, you can also right-click on it, go to hyperlink, and remove hyperlink. You will also see the style panes here, which helps you format your document for consistency. We will play around with styles more later in this module. Other tabs at the top will give you even more functions. The Insert tab allows you to insert a table, but also you can insert pictures, icons, and charts. This is where you will also add a header or a footer and page numbers. Here I'm going to add page numbers in the center and show numbers on the first page. Your References tab is where you can create a table of contents for large and complicated documents, or insert a table of authorities, which is required work for legal briefs and memos. We are not going to cover table of contents and table of authorities in this module, but come see the Law Library if you have any questions on how to do this. Under the Review tab, You are able to track changes, which is useful if you're working on a document with another person or several people and want to see the changes they suggest before losing any of your previous work, and also comment on specific revisions. If I click track changes, now any changes I make, for instance, deleting text, will be struck out and adding text will be underlined. You can also comment on text to make certain suggestions or target a person. Then you can accept those changes, which will make them permanent, or you can reject them, which will bring back the previous content. If you ever need guidance on using Word, use the help function at the top and search for what you are looking for. Or head to Google and Google your problem along with Microsoft Word and the platform, either PC or Mac, that you're using. There are a lot of good guides out there. Now that you've seen some of the basic functions of Microsoft Word, let's have a go at playing around with some of them. See below in the module for the specific instructions for updating your draft resume. It should look at the end something like this. Save your document and then continue on in the module to complete your document draft.